I believe we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe button for your boy. Trying to get back to going live more. I don't really do that many lives like that. I'm mainly dropping videos, but yeah, anybody want to come on? Hold on, let me put everything in the chat. Do my thing. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna get right to it, man. Cause I'm gonna have to chop this up anyway. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Try to make sure my microphone and everything is right. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, hit that like button. Like I said, comment below, do all of that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man. We appreciate y'all. Terence Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford, did the interview with $1 million worth of game with Gilly the Kid and Wallow yesterday. Had the boxing world going crazy. We already seen little videos here and there, Yeah, the full video. The link will be in the description after this live stream is posted. But yeah, the link will be in the description. You guys can check that out. My reaction to it, I liked it. It was a good interview. Gilly and Wallow, they do their thing. They ask their questions the way that they ask their questions. As far as Terence Bud Crawford, I enjoyed his answers. I enjoyed how Gilly and Wallow pulled out the phone and didn't hesitate to call Danny Garcia, get him on the phone. Didn't hesitate to call Mr. Bozy and Jaron Ennis, get them on the phone. So I mean, I appreciated that for the entertainment factor of it. There were some things I didn't like, as far as Terence Crawford coming out saying that Jaron Ennis, he jumped out of the WBO rankings. I liked how Mr. Bozy came back and said, "Well, it don't matter. You fought David Avanesian. You could have fought us. It is what it is." Hold on. Salute to everybody. I don't know why my internet is acting slow. This is crazy. This is exactly why I don't go live on my computer. Because I should have just went live on my phone. Anyway, but yeah, man, I appreciated the interview. I had no problem with it whatsoever. No problem with it whatsoever. If you hear me stopping, it's because I'm looking at the screen and the screen is like frozen. So I don't know if the audio is still good, but my screen is frozen right now. Because I don't really do that many lives. So this is kind of really pissing me off, frustrating me a little bit. It's interesting. Well, I'm calling AT&T today. Straight up, I'm calling AT&T today because I don't like that. But yeah, let me get right to it. Yeah, everybody, okay, audio's good. YSM, salute. Vegas through Hannah's eyes. I see you. Salute. Everybody go subscribe to both of those channels, Vegas through Hannah's eyes and YSM Sports Media. That's my dog. Yeah, but as far as the interview, I enjoyed the interview, man. It showed Terence Crawford in a different kind of light, as far as talking about family and if he wanted his kids to could jump into boxing. I think a lot of people feel that way that have kids or have loved ones. Like, I'm doing this, so you don't have to do this. But hypothetically, if you choose to do this, these are the dangers. But I mean, I felt them on that as far as, man, I can't protect you. You get up in that ring, it's a serious. Like, and when we start something, we not stopping. We're not stopping when it gets hard. We're not stopping when it gets tough. We got to go through with it. But that's not what y'all want to hear. Y'all wanted to hear the breakdown when it came to the Terence Crawford and if Jaron Ennis ducked him. Okay? Because I guarantee you people are going to be eating off of that real quick. I guarantee you everybody's about to be out here, content creators, boxing content creators. They're going to be out here making videos, doing live streams on it, kind of like what I'm doing right now. But yeah, they're going to be, picking sides and saying this and that. Bottom line, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you don't know the whole story behind it. And like we always say, it's two sides to every story. We got Terence Crawford's side to it. You got Mr. Bosey and Jaron Ennis side to it, and bottom line, the fight didn't happen. Okay, now I did appreciate and I did like what Mr. Bosey said. It doesn't matter. You picked David Avenesian. You fought him. You could have fought us then. You know, but it is what it is. Bottom line, you got to go through the proper channels in order to make fights, and certain fights don't get made because the business part of it is not right. Even Terence Crawford even admitted that, But as far as the Errol Spence fight with Terence Crawford, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if y'all pulling up. I'm pulling up. Straight up, we trying to figure that out right now. We pulling up. We're gonna be deep out there. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna enjoy the undercard. Well, whatever the undercard is, I'm hearing this person gonna be on it. This person, Isaac Cruz gonna be on it. Cool, great, whatever. I don't care. I'm there for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Guarantee you, this fight will bring out all the stars, kind of like how Gervonta Davis or Ryan Garcia did. Hopefully, it goes to another level. Hopefully, we'll see. Hold on, I just heard that noise. Uh-oh, YSM. Hold on. Add my dog YSM to the stream. Good brother, what's happening?
I'm chilling, man. AKA the most hated man in, Crawfordville. However they want to slice it. What's good? Freddie. Yeah, your internet is trash, man.
Say something. Good, my bad. That was on me.
Yeah, trash, man. You gotta.
I ain't have it together, man. I'm getting it together.
All right.
Work with me. All right. But yeah, you said the most hated man.
The most hated man in Crawfordville. Crawford fans don't like me, boy. They be on my team giving me bars.
Bud buddies, they coming out the woodwork, baby.
Yeah, man. I support Terence Crawford too. Like, but nah, they want me to go with false narratives that I just can't ride with. You can actually make this you can actually clip this out and make this a video. This is gonna be good for you. Okay, so the BLK negotiation process, like fans are making it into something that it's not. And I'll give you the timeline to make this as accurate as possible, because talk to BLK. I'm cool with them. I'm cool with Mr. Bosey, Boots, and then the Espinosa side. So I got the story from both sides. And people are trying to paint something that's just not reality. Okay, so Terence Crawford hits up BLK. Said he liked how they did the first fight. He wanted another one in March. Around this time, Spence is supposedly fighting Thurman. So that's what Bud thinks. So I want to get a fight off in March before I go back into negotiations with him, since he's fighting Thurman. All right, cool. I want to stay active. They saying, can you get a fight done? BLK saying yes. Okay. So BLK goes to the drawing board. They initially wanted Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people don't know that. They wanted Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford. Blue is the one that pushed for Boots. So they hit up Terence Crawford and, said, would you be interested in fighting Boots? Terence Crawford says, look, I just want to get in the ring. Boots ain't never seen nothing like me before. If you can make it happen, make it happen. If you can't, I'm going to go in another direction. Right? So Boots, I'm sorry. Blue hits up Mr. Bosey, ask him was he interested in the fight. Mr. Bosey said, of course. Make it happen. So Blue set up a phone call with Zad and President of BLK, Desmond Gums, in regards to that. And they were kind of, gauge his situation, like with, how many fights you got with Showtime. Now, this isn't the first time that they've pursued Boots before. I can tell you that, not secondhand. This isn't the first time. Okay, that's firsthand knowledge, right? So, Mr. Bosey's like, look, we were Showtime, so like we're not looking to do anything long term. So if you want to make this fight, call up Showtime. I want it. Make it happen.
Mhm.
Fans took that as he didn't want the fight. Fans took it as he was saying he was loyal to Showtime, so the deal's off. No. They call Espinosa. So they're negotiating with Espinosa in regards to the fight. Now, Espinosa, mind you, I would consider him probably the big dog in network boxing right now. So he wants to fight on Showtime. Of course, the same way Bob would want to fight on ESPN. Like, who are you? You're an upstart. No, the fight's going to be on here. But midway through the conversation, Espinosa keeps asking, like, so you have Terence Crawford under contract. You have Terence Crawford under contract. When he realizes they don't, the talks really don't go any further than that. BLK wanted it in March. The soonest Espinosa could have it is June. But since you ain't got Terence Crawford under contract, why the fuck am I talking to you? That's his perspective. That's his perspective. So I'm just gonna go to the source. If he wants this fight, I got boots. I got a network. We can make this happen. So he calls up Crawford directly. Now, Crawford was only entertaining Boots because he thought Spence was facing Thurman. So in the talks with Espinosa, he realizes that Spence isn't facing Thurman. And now you have Spence Crawford. So people are making this into something that is just not. Oh man, Boots turned down a fight. You heard his dad. But when his dad clarified the statements, oh no, you're trying to backtrack. Nah. You took a 10-second clip and you thought you had an understanding of exactly what happened. Because in reality, Terence Crawford fans like to paint him as a boogeyman. He's a bad motherfucker. But fighters aren't scared of other fighters. It's about money.
Absolutely. I didn't like how Gillian and them took that little clip, and then when you actually watch it, it's something different. I didn't like that. If I'm Mr. Bosey, he did it the right way. I'm doing business with Showtime. I'm not gonna mess up what we got going on and be disloyal and jump over to BOK Prime, because that would have been all for nothing. Especially if Bud isn't signed to BOK Prime. That would make no kind of sense.
So when they use Boots ain't even signed to Showtime. Well, they're on a fight-by-fight basis. A lot of fighters that you think are signed to certain companies are on a fight-by-fight basis. But if I'm working with them and everything's going good, why would I leave what I got right now?
Exactly.
So if Bud isn't on a contract, doesn't have a contract with BLK Prime, which he ended up fighting on Showtime, by the way. He's on Showtime for the next 2 fights. So it's funny how that works. But so the fight can happen on Showtime. But Bud's his first option has always been Earl Spence Jr.
Yep.
So where did the ducking come in? If both sides are telling me the same thing, they're giving their perspective, but it matches. BLK is trying to make a splash. They trying to make a big fight. I get it. Showtime is on some shit like we the big dog. Like, I ain't letting you have that fight. If the fight's gonna happen, it's gonna be on my platform.
Absolutely.
There's the business. So this whole ducking notion is just something that just people just ran with, and it's just like really, really caught fire. Because and as far as fans concerned, these guys must be scared for fights not to happen. That's the only thing that could be, right? You scared, you're afraid of them. No. Boots was his backup plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And that would have been a fine backup plan if that fight didn't happen, especially if we thought Earl Spence was going to end up having to fight Keith Thurman. I think the fans would have been happy about that.
I mean, I would have loved to see it, but the reality is they went ahead with the Spencer Crawford fight. I'm not mad at that. But for you to denigrate this kid when the kid said yes, like you never even heard Mr. Bosey say no. You didn't hear it.
Nope.
You never heard him say no. You just took what he said and you made it to what you want to make it. You couldn't even quote him directly. That's saying, yeah, we turned down the fight. No. Holla at Showtime, make it happen.
Yep. That's exactly what he said. I ain't like that. And I ain't like that, me personally.
Oh. You know something I didn't like though?
What?
I'm about to get real serious for a second. And like I said, you can make this into a clip that you want.
All right.
Okay, so there are platforms out here that are supposed to be pro whatever. You know, you got your pro Mexican platforms, you got your pro UK platforms. You know what I mean? You got your pro black platforms and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of picking and choosing with some of these platforms, right? You say you for us, but it seems like it's for some of us. The us that you like, right? So it's, oh yeah, you know, we for us, and why y'all not supporting us or whatnot. But then, you know, I see you bigging up one fighter and then bigging up another fighter and then hating on 4 others that are supposed to be us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's either one or the other. You either riding for the folks or you not. But it's a whole lot of picking and choosing, but masquerading behind the revolution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You either pro us or you not, man. I don't want to see you bigging up Deontay Wilder and then hating on Joshua. I don't want to see you bigging up Earl Spence and hating on Boots and Terence Crawford. I don't want to see you bigging up Devin Haney and then hating on Tank and Shakur.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make no sense.
It's a whole lot of corny shit, man. Hating on Andre Ward. So it's a whole lot of corny shit, man. Like, and I don't like to single people out, so I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all, you know, it is what it is. If you're gonna support us, then support us, man. You can support your favorite fighter without hating and denigrating another brother. You don't gotta do that.
True. But I mean, it happens. That's the sad part about it. So I mean, I don't know what you think, guys. People just hate what Jaron Boots Ennis kind of is, because it's like it kind of goes against what you said earlier as far as Terence Crawford being the boogeyman. Jaron Boots Ennis looks like he's the boogeyman.
The boogeyman concept it's overused, right? Mm-hmm. So dudes painted Bud as the boogeyman, so Bud has to carry it that way because that's his narrative. But the reality is this kid wants to fight. And how are you the boogeyman when there's a kid out there that wants to fight you that you aren't fighting? You know, that's how fans view it. So when Terence Crawford said that, you know, oh, I never heard Boots mention me, or I never heard him call me out, you're lying. Anybody know that? Nobody. First off, these dudes watch everything. Don't think that they don't. Mm-hmm. That's number one. And I'm telling you that because I've had guys be mad at me for interviews that I've done with somebody else. So if you didn't watch, how the fuck did you see the interview? Well, my point is they watch everything. So you heard the kid say your name, but you are at a point in your career where you have other options. If you can get bigger fights, you will take those bigger fights. If he's the best available option, then you will take that. Mm-hmm. But
there's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. He's about to be 36 years old, right? He's cashing out. He's on his way out. He wants the biggest fights for the most amount of money. And right now, Boots is a dangerous fight that's going to get him the same kind of pay as David Avenedian. That's reality. Mm-hmm. That's reality for where Boots is at right now. And Earl Spence was in that same boat. Terence Crawford was in that same boat. So they recognize what it's funny that, you know, the victims turn into the perpetrators, though. Oh, that's what boxing is. Everybody. Keith Thurman was "Don't fuck me, son." Oh, now Keith Thurman it's not on my to-do list. You feel me?
You turn to a businessman now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's like, yeah, like you said, it's like the hunter becomes the hunted. It's like, oh man, I used to be that guy. I used to be hungry. Now I'm trying to protect everything that I got now.
Exactly.
You know, that's sad for the fans to a degree, because sometimes we don't get the fights that we want. But at the end of the day, boxing is a business. It's not a sport. It's a business.
It is. For us, it's a pastime. For us, you know, I ain't gonna say hobby, but you know, it's our downtime. Like, this is what we enjoy to do. It's to enjoy to watch. It's our passion. For them, it's a job, right? Yeah. I got a job just like you got a job, Freddie. Mm-hmm. So whereas though, like, you know, fans was like, "Oh man, do it for free if you love what you do." Man, fuck all that. I ain't taking no short. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I need that
nah.
paycheck, baby.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And what I'm supposed to get. The price is the price, ready?
You
Another narrative that I don't agree with. Oh man, Boots is ducking Bud. He left the WBO rankings. If he wanted to smoke, he would have stayed in the WBO rankings. Spence don't fight his mandatories. Bud fights his mandatories. So is Bud fighting his mandatory next?
Nope.
His mandatory just fought a couple days ago.
Yep. His last mandatory was Sean Porter.
Yeah, so you ran with Alexis Roca. Alexis Roca petitioned to become the man.
Yeah, he's the
and it
mandatory
was ordered. And it was ordered. So this you criticize Jaron Ennis for not pursuing the WBO and saying that Earl Spence would never fight him, but that Bud would if he stayed in the WBO rankings. But the reality is Terence Crawford is fighting Earl Spence next. So if Jaron Ennis would have stayed in the WBO or the IBF, he still wouldn't be getting that fight next. So y'all gotta stop saying that. Y'all sound fucking stupid. If you really understand what's going on, you sound like a fanboy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not fighting his mandatory next. So stop saying he should have stayed in the WBO.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lateral move. The only difference is Boots was actually number one in the IBF. To whereas though he has the IBF interim, he will become the IBF champion July 30th. Yes. All those belts is going in the air.
Yeah. I was just about to say that because I mean they signed a 2-fight deal, but we know after that first fight they're gonna have to do something. They got to give up them belts, and everyone's been patient. They've been waiting with the WBA, WBO, IBF, all of that. So hey, I'm just excited to finally get this fight done. I honestly didn't even need that part of the interview from the $1 million worth of game. I really didn't, because now it brings up conversations like this. Like, I don't care about that shit. Let's talk about Bud and Spence. Let's talk about a fight that is happening. You know, that's the thing I have a problem with. Because now this man, Jaron Boots Ennis, first of all, they called him when he was asleep. So, you know, like you wake up out of your sleep, you don't know, you got to catch up and see what's going on. Then they just bombard him with the whole, well, Bud said this, and it's like, wait, what? Now this is something he's got to deal with. Look at his comment section. I guarantee people are gonna be harassing him and stuff like that. Come on, man.
I didn't like that part of it. And, you know, when it comes to people, I'm a Boots fanboy because I believe in him, but I'm truthful when it comes to business. Do Terence Crawford, Earl Spence have to fight Jaron Ennis? No, they do not. They have to fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
They have to fight each other. You have to fight the great fights in your era. Would I love it if they gave Boots a shot? Yeah. But the business of boxing and how it's structured, that is not likely to happen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know how it is. If it does happen, it's going to be the passion of a torch type of thing. The old guy taking on the young lion. He's getting the payday on his way out. That's how that usually goes.
Yeah, but that happens when the young guy proves himself to be a draw, whereas though they can get paid.
Yes.
And right now, he's been on undercards. Now, within these next couple of fights, if he gets shit popping, like I think he will, then one of them will have to see him because the fans would have shown, like not just tweet or Facebook, Instagram. No, the fans would have shown by using money that they're behind Jaron Ennis, that they want to see Jaron Ennis in these big fights. But right now, he hasn't had the opportunity to, because the only time he's ever headlined was in the bubble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right on that. Yeah, I forgot about that. He beat was it Lipinets in that bubble, right?
Yeah, he beat Lipinets. That was the only bout he's ever had. Well, I'm sorry, he headlined the Clarissa Shields. Remember Clarissa Shields versus Abazin when the trainer got punched in the back of the head?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so
that was a terrible situation too. Speaking of, okay, so what do you think about Terence Crawford's comments about Jermell Charlo on the interview?
Stop talking about Charlo unless you are going to petition to face him as the WBO super champion. I've been seeing a whole lot of Charlo comments. Charlo. You gonna fight him? You gonna fight him next? If you're not gonna fight him next, then why are you talking?
That is true. That would be
I'm
crazy
just
if
saying.
he just leapfrog. He just leapfrog Tim Zoo and just jumped over there and fought Charlo after Spence. That'd be
I
crazy.
mean, yeah, it's definitely possible, but I just don't. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, bro, you got a full plate.
Yeah.
You got a full plate right now. Just like that's like if Earl Spence, if he's talking about facing Charlo, why are you talking about Charlo? You got 2 fights, so you're not facing Charlo at the minimum of 2024. So why are you even talking or focused on him? Focus
Yeah.
on the task at hand.
Yeah, and it's a tough task in Earl Spence. I just think he's just annoyed. Like he's tired of everybody asking him about these questions. Tired of Charlo talking. You know, I'm not a fan of cheerleaders, me personally. If I'm fighting this dude, keep it between me and this dude. If you feel how you feel, that's cool. But shut up, stay over there, and be respectful about it. That's that. You know, that's why he kind of shouted out AB about it because AB kept it G with him. I respect that.
Yeah, but I mean, he ain't also talking about fighting AB, though, is he?
Yeah, but that's because AB was respectful about it. He's like, "Yo, I like Spence. That's my dog. I like you too, but I'm
Yeah,
cool with him. I think he gonna beat you."
I feel what you're saying, but I'm looking at it from both sides, right? I don't know the timeline, but if you were talking about coming up to 154, that's me.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Because if the fight with Spence wasn't done, you could have been like, you know what? Forget that fight. I'm just gonna jump up to 54 and take on Charlo, and then we just get it. Start
So,
talking it up
so
like that.
you are op.
Mm,
So my thing is, okay, in that particular situation, he says Charlo's acting like a girl, right?
mm.
But what about Bud's team? Bud's team been talking all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, they have been. They have been talking crazy.
Talking spicy.
Yeah, talking about Al Heyman and
Yeah. So does that work with them too, Bud?
no. That's a one-way thing. We talking about them, what they saying. We ain't talking about what we saying. We can do no wrong.
I'm just saying, like Charlo, I don't think it's personal. I don't think Charlo should take it personal, a dude wanting to fight. But at the same time, but you a dude that takes stuff personal. If somebody is rocking with Spence, you take it personal. Like I've seen you on Instagram take shit personal. Yeah, we know what side you on. Bro, all I said was respect to both. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like both of them are guilty of what Bud is accusing Charlo of.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm going to get shit in the comments for it, but no, that's reality, bro. Y'all all be on that shit.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of like I'm not ducking nobody, but I'm not saying any particular fighter, but I'm not ducking nobody, but I'm not fighting this guy. I'm gonna put him through what I went through. It's basically everybody doing what was done to them, kind of thing.
And then you got a guy like Earl Spence who's doing the same thing to the guys that are underneath him, but still angry at Keith Thurman for doing it to him. That's hypocrisy.
But Keith Thurman didn't do it to him. Keith Thurman was hurt.
I understand, but before Keith got hurt, he had been pursuing. He had been calling him out, but Keith's not looking at you. Keith wants big fights the same way you want big fights now.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Earl Spence was in the same position as Boots. He wasn't big like that.
Yes,
he had to build himself up,
but he's still holding a grudge, even though he's doing it to the next generation.
Yep,
you're a hypocrite. You still mad at Keith? Still.
I think he's mad because Keith got the tune-up and Josito Lopez, and they went and fought Manny Pacquiao.
Man, I don't know why he angry at Keith. Maybe it's because he living his life with his flute. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He don't like ball.
But no matter what Keith Thurman does, everybody hates him. That's why I like him. Because it's like, yo, this is me. This is what I like. And not to mention, I've been honest with y'all the entire time. I haven't lied to y'all about nothing. Oh, this fight, that's Earl Spence. That's not gonna happen this year. This is my get back year. I'm gonna get my tune up, and then we're gonna see what happens.
It's not on my to-do list.
It's not. You gotta get better. Karma, what's up? She says Keith forfeited his right to big fights by taking these long layoffs. You're right, but I mean, why do you have these long layoffs? Elbow surgery, hand surgery.
Hey, Karma. I don't mean to cut Fred off, but Spence done had some layoffs too, shorty. Like Spence is the new Keith Thurman, if we're gonna be honest. If we
Mm.
being honest, you what Spence fought what 3 fights in 4 years?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right on that. Not to mention, I mean, Keith never got the. Keith got the Manny Pacquiao fight. Earl Spence had to pull out from an injury.
I'm just saying with that logic, Spence should be off the table from big fights
Mm.
because he hasn't been as active as he would like. So
when was the last time he fought? What, a year and something? Since the Ugas fight?
I mean, Carmen Spence, Thurman hasn't had 3 years off. Thurman, the longest he's had is almost 2 years. I know it just seems long because Keith will have an almost 2 year layoff and then fight 2 times and you don't see him for like another almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So it seems crazy, but nah.
Man, when did he last fight?
He fought January of last year.
See, come on. What? Wait. The Barrios fight was last year?
Yeah.
Damn.
January of last year. Yeah.
Bro, come on now. That's crazy, bro. That's, man. Wow. You got to fight somebody. I hope he comes back and fights Ugas, maybe for the WBC or something. If Spence and Bud, they had a fight and give it up. But I'm just, shit. That's a long time, bro.
It was either it's almost yeah, she funny as shit. It's almost January again. Yeah, we got about 6 months. It was either January or like early February. It was one of them, but it was early. It was early in the year.
Damn, man.
It was definitely early.
He looked good, but you got to keep up that momentum. Have you seen how he trains and how he hits the heavy bag and stuff? I see how he gets injured, bro.
Yeah, he be cracking the heavy bag.
God, and you getting older, man. You got 2 kids now. I mean, you may not want to fight. You might just want one last payday and just call it a day.
I'm curious to see what he does because everybody else is moving except for him.
Mm-hmm. And he's still a big name. That's former unified champion right there.
Yeah, his name still holds a lot of value as far as an opponent. You know what I mean? If right now, let's say Earl Spence and let's say Terence Crawford beats Earl Spence, people will still pay to see Terence Crawford versus Keith Thurman. People will still pay to see Earl Spence versus Keith Thurman.
Yeah. So my question is, the winner of Terence Crawford and Earl Spence, is that the best welterweight in the game, or does somebody have to see Keith Thurman?
I battle with this. If Keith was actually fighting, yes. But since Keith hasn't been active for over a year, as of right now, no. To close out the story, I want him to face Keith Thurman. You got to face the best dudes of your era.
Mm-hmm. I think Bud would fight him. I don't think Spence would fight him. Not that like he's scared of him or nothing. It's just like he'd be like, I don't care. I don't need to. I don't have to. No fans are going to be mad if I don't. It's just sad. A former unified champion. People just hate on him. I don't understand. It sucks. Because I know how good he is. Like when he's in fights, it's never no boring fight with Keith Thurman. And he could talk the fight up. He could sell a fight. Come on, man. He only got, and then it makes me even more mad because he only got 1 loss.
Yeah.
And some people calling him what is it? Like come on, man. Some people say he needs to retire.
He's like Boo Boo Andre. People just don't like him.
Oh Lord, he ain't that bad now. Come on.
I'm just calling like
not Boo Boo, bro.
I'm calling it like I see it.
And we love you, Boo Boo, but I mean, outside the ring, bro, you gotta do something else, man. I think the best thing that he ever did was pull up on Canelo at his press conference. That was the best thing he ever did, as far as getting name recognition, memes, and stuff like that. But I mean, he hasn't done nothing since then. Keith Thurman just fights and disappears. We'll see what happens with Earl Spence and Terence Crawford. What other thing happened? Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero. Ryan Garcia wants that fight with Rolly. Rolly wants to with Ryan. How you think that fight goes?
That's an intriguing fight. Rolly was like cheeks his last John. I ain't even gonna Yo, everybody went into it looking at it like, damn, the dude he fighting look like he's 50 and laughing, joking about it. But dudes wasn't laughing right round 2, round 3 when he caught Rolly with that straight left.
Yep.
I don't even know who to favor because neither has looked good in their last fight. Rolly last 2 fights.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the weight may favor Rolly. If Rolly's not gun shy, he looked a little gun shy in his last bout, to where as though he was afraid of getting hit. But if Rolly's not gun shy and he still has that rough, rugged style, he can stop Ryan. But if Rolly is, if Rolly got that, PTSD, Ryan will clip him. Ryan will clip him with a left hook.
Who has the better chin?
I don't know. I don't know. I done seen Rolly drop his tongue.
I'm gonna be real with you. If we just compare both of the fighters and Rolly and Ryan compared to their performances against Tank, I think Rolly had the better performance. He just got caught.
Yeah.
Some people had him winning. But Ryan, he started off good, then got dropped, then had to get back in the fight a little bit. He was still kind of scared, then got hit with the body shot. It was done.
At the same time, in Rolly last fight.
we love you, Rolly. We
It was a bad Rolly, no, it was a bad joint. It was a bad joint.
Differently, bro. He was moving a lot. He was fighting an 80-year-old man and got dropped. That was crazy, bro.
Yeah, but that's our fault for judging a book by its cover.
You right.
It's just because a dude's like face is worn don't mean that he can't go. So yeah.
He said, "Shit." Ryan got up though. Yeah, he did get. Yeah, he got up after they. Yeah, counted 10. Absolutely. I get up too. Shit, let's go get this money. 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Yeah, we getting up to go to the bank, baby. That's what we're doing. But as far as Rolly and Ryan, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know they're gonna talk shit. It's gonna be a big spectacle. I don't know how the fight goes.
Hey Trino, who you got winning that fight, bro? I want to hear everybody in the comments. You let me know who wins, Ryan or Rolly. I'm torn on this fight, bro. I'm torn.
I think the bigger question is who is going to be the referee. Because if Tony Weeks is the referee,
Oscar ain't going for that shit. Now.
He said Ryan will simply outthink Rolly. Oh, hey, shit, I ain't mad at that.
If Karma's still in here, Karma, who wins?
I mean, Ryan got Derrick James, so we got to see how he's improved with his footwork and fundamentals as well. Because I like Ryan. Ryan's a good fighter, but just like Tank said, I don't think he got no dog in him, bro. I haven't seen it yet. I think he does, but I don't know. Rolly, I just like Rolly, bro. Rolly just funny as hell.
You like anybody that trash talk.
Yeah, because you know what? It gets everybody like, oh, is he going to do what he said he's going to do? Oh, Karma said Ryan should win, but Rolly has a good chance. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yo, low key, Karma's my spirit animal. The way she be trolling people, yo, it's hilarious. She makes Twitter worth it, yo.
Salute to Karma. But shoot, man. I mean, do you think the winner of that fight takes on Tank at 140? Think Tank comes back up to 140?
If there's easy fights that Tank can make money on, yeah. Like Tank's king of a good payday.
I mean, that is just the hard work that Team Mayweather, TMT, they put that work and they built them up, man. They moved them the right way.
They did a great job. I don't think that Floyd and Leonard get enough credit. A lot of people just attribute it to Tank. Oh yeah, Tank, Tank, Tank. Nah, man, he was built into that. You gotta give him his credit. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Tank did his part by sending people to the gulag. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all that the people care about it. Like I was just listening to a podcast last night. They were talking about the was it Garcia, not the Ryan Garcia, wasn't it Hector Garcia and Tank fight. They didn't know who Hector Garcia was. They didn't care. They just enjoyed the fact that Tank stopped them. You know what I'm saying? And everything that happened around it. It's a different energy with Tank, man. That's it. It's a different energy. The fans love him. The fans love the spectacle, and that's when everybody, all the casuals, tune in. That's it.
I ain't gonna lie. So I'm in the lobby of the Tank and Barrios. This is when all the fighters is coming back, bro. I seen my sister walk in the lobby. My sister ain't even ever watched boxing a day in her life. She had the Tank fight.
It's over with. You already know when the girls get involved, you crossed
Right?
over. It's done, bro. It's like a Drake CD. It's over with.
Yeah.
That's when you know you became a household name right there.
The streets love him.
Come on, man. I'm excited. I mean, I want to see who his next opponent's gonna be. I think one of his coaches said they wanted Devin Haney. One of them said they wanted what's his name? Shakur Stevenson. I don't know. Isaac Cruz rematch is on the table. Which one do you want to see?
As a fan, or what makes sense?
As a fan.
Dev.
And what makes sense?
Isaac Cruz. Dev just sold 150,000 in pay-per-views. So even if he goes over to PBC, they will probably want 1 or 2 fights to build off of that. And Isaac Cruz has Mexican fans. Tank's doing about 200,000 and 300,000 on his own. So got to be a sellout, 200,000 and 300,000 pay-per-views while building Dev into a valuable pay-per-view star in his own right.
Trino said Ryan didn't even deserve the Tank fight. In my opinion, he should have fought Rolly or someone like Jermaine Ortiz instead of Tank. That was like Floyd versus Canelo. Ryan wasn't seasoned enough. I don't know, man. Say he wasn't seasoned enough.
Nah, you was caught up in the hype and the spectacle. And for everybody listening, Fred is a hardcore casual. Okay? Hardcore. Fred wants you to, oh man, talk about his mama, kick him in the nuts, spinning his face. That's what he wants in it's the pre-fight buildup. That's what he wants. That's what he needs. A good boxing match? Nah, you gotta give Fred that WWE Attitude Era buildup, man.
I don't see WWE complaining about pay-per-view sales. They travel around the world making it happen. It's a formula for success. That's all I'm saying. Vince McMahon. Matter of fact, all these fighters, just bring in Vince McMahon. All right. If you don't know how to talk, let's go get a Jimmy Hart or something like that. Let's learn how to cut a promo. Let's make the fans actually feel like I need to give them my money for this pay-per-view. That's how I'm looking at it.
Or you got to find yourself a Paul Heyman.
Yeah. One of them. Somebody knows how to talk for you. But you got to do your job in the ring too. Like, don't be in there just going 12 every fight. Like, what are we promoting? You know,
my client, Earl Spence Jr.
Come on, man. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what the fans want. Think about it. It was Ryan and Tank. We know what Tank's going to do. It was that, dang, can Ryan, he does have a left hook. He looks good. Can he get it done? You know, then you bring them together for the press conference. Now they talking crazy in front of each other. Oh man, this look good. Oh, I feel the energy. Can I pre-order it? I gotta show up at the fight. That's how they think.
All right, but you got caught with the skibbity dibbity because everybody talks about Ryan's left hook, but you know how hard it is to land a left hook on a really, really short guy?
Yeah.
Like, I want you to think about that. You're a tall fighter, landed a left hook on a really, really short. Tank ain't even had to dip down that much to get that.
And he was smiling at him the whole time. I'm like, damn.
He knew he had him. Anybody that knows boxing know he had him.
So what do you think that Ryan Garcia should have went with instead of just trying to rely on the left hook?
Your promoter. Watch him. If you fought like his promoter, he could have made that a competitive fight. Stay behind the jab. 1-2. Keep your distance.
And that's what I didn't understand. You had Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya right there to give him pointers. But if this is things that he won't do, or he won't listen, or he just has his own tendencies, it is what it is. I can only tell you so much.
If Tank leaned in, try to go to his body, throw the uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep your distance. Tank is a dude that you can't make mistakes with. Like if you show him the same thing twice, you're dead. You like scoop him up, clean up on all three. Done.
Ask Leo Santa Cruz about that.
Bro, he threw the same punch 3 times in a row. Tank got hit with it the first time. He parried it the second. And then he slipped it and then, sent him to hell. Rolly Romero threw the same combination twice. Dead.
That was bad too. I'm kind of happy
Karma,
that
you gotta get one. Karma, if we could teach a 7-year-old a jab, Ryan can get one.
he's got a jab though. He just didn't want to use it. He said, "Spoiler girls gonna kiss the canvas for the first time."
He could, but that doesn't mean that Bud's gonna win the fight. I mean, go. How do you see this fight, Fred?
I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I can't wait for it. I'm really interested on when is the fight gonna break out. Is it gonna be early? Is it gonna be middle of the rounds? Like, is Bud gonna be able to get by Spence's jab? How is Bud gonna deal with Spence's body work? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I really don't. Is Spence gonna have problems with his mouthpiece? He got that new strength and conditioning coach. And I mean, shit, last fight he looked phenomenal, but he was making some mistakes here and there. He did get caught a couple times, well, a lot of times. I don't know, man. Because I mean, Spence might get in there thinking, "Oh yeah, Bud is too small," and then you see how he manhandled Sean Porter. A lot of people say Bud is strong as hell.
No, he's very strong. He's very physically strong.
See, I mean, it might just be, I don't know. This is a first 50-50 fight in a minute for me, man. I don't know.
But that's what makes fights 50-50. When you have more questions than answers, it's a 50-50 fight.
He said he doesn't train. Who doesn't train?
You talking about Ryan?
Oh, yeah.
I think Bud's speed will neutralize Spence's strength. Arrow better get some head movement quick. I could see Bud catching him in between the shots, but I could also see Spence pressuring him and making it uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, good body work slows all that speed shit down.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to see who. I don't even think it's going to come down to each guy's plan A. It's whoever has the better plan B, because both of these guys are good enough to take away what the other guy does well.
So who makes the best adjustments that you've seen out of these two?
Bud has a bigger bag, but to me, neither really makes, like Spence makes subtle adjustments, but his big adjustment is switching southpaw.
Who's the better trainer?
Derrick James.
Hands down?
Derrick James.
Oh, come on. You gonna go against Bomac like that?
I'm not taking nothing away from Bomac. Bomac is an elite level trainer. If you ask me my opinion.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna say this. If Bud is warming up in the back and the camera's back there and Bomac has a bag of Cheetos, it's a wrap.
Well, that's how you know you get A-level Bomac. If the snacks is on deck, that means he dialed and he focused.
No, it's gotta be crunchy Cheetos now, not the puffy shit. We talking crunchy. He came to put in some work.
Yeah, bro.
Family size too, not that little shit.
Yeah, man, bro. I saw people teasing him, and like, bro, I bust down some family size joints too.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit!
My man Picasso. Yeah, and the Bud fans. I knew y'all was around.
The Bud buddies.
How'd he get his car pulled? Him saying that he never heard Boots call him out. I mean, bro, if you gonna let him get away with that, if you believe that, cool. I can't control how deep somebody fandom goes. But if that was true, he would never even mention Bud. He would never even mention Boots on that line, right?
Yep.
If you ain't never hear him call your name, then why were you concerned about what people thought in regards to why you didn't choose Virgil or Boots? Because you heard the interview in which Boots and Boozy said that you could have called us. So, but I digress.
Put the link in the chat in case they want to come here and talk that shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Respectfully.
Let's go. I got a strong 10 minutes left.
All right, bet. So I got 10 minutes, bud buddies, whatever you want to do. Spence, what do they call this? Oh, little fish,
bro,
whatever they call.
Our back and forth, like we can have different opinions. It's still all love, as long as nobody gets, disrespectful. It's still all love.
Yeah.
This is barbershop talk, man. We talking shit. But I appreciate you watching, bro. Man, if you watch 1 second of one video, I still appreciate that, man.
And everybody hit the like button for your boy and subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to YSM Sports Media, man. We appreciate him coming on.
Trino, I've been trying to get this dude out to fights for like the last year or two. The only fight this guy seemingly goes to is Wilder. Like if it's a Wilder fight, except for the joint in New York, you scared of New York, by the way.
Oh,
scared, petrified.
I got 3 bad experiences trying to get to New York, man. We gonna make it happen, though. We're gonna make it happen.
Soft. Soft.
Definitely got to get to a Tank fight too.
I was trying to get him to come out to DC.
Oh Lord, what was the DC situation?
And my man, your family's from Maryland.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have went to that. I should have went to the one Shakur in Atlanta.
But every time I say it to you, you be like, no, man, I'm gonna wait for this fight. You said you was gonna wait for Spencer Crawford, so you better be there.
Oh no, hey, we pulling up.
Man,
pulling up.
If he don't show up to Spencer Crawford and give y'all some exclusive interviews, unsubscribe from the channel, man.
Don't do me like that.
Yeah, God, I'm doing it like that. I'm putting pressure on you. Pressure.
Oh Lord. I'm saying, listen, we've been waiting for this fight for what? More than 5 years. We sliding out there. We making it happen. I think the tickets go on sale this Friday. So everybody, I think what is this? AXS or something? What's the ticket? Yeah, AXS. I'll keep y'all posted. Best believe they're gonna have a press conference pretty soon. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, we're gonna make that happen. That has to happen. This is the spectacle.
Hey, Karma, if you're still in here, are you going to the fight? Trino, are you going to the fight? Picasso, are y'all going to the fight? That's what I want to know.
This is what we've been waiting on. Everybody needs to be at this fight. I'm trying to, yeah, come on. How much y'all willing to pay for a ticket? Shit. It's at the T-Mobile too, so I'm gonna be honest, it's probably gonna be 5 or 6 for one ticket at the T-Mobile at the top. So yeah, Carmen.
She said I'm looking for my dress now. She about to stun on us.
I wish it was in winter so I could pull out a mink or something, look like Frank Lucas in the front row. You know what I'm saying? I walk by the front row. I'm not gonna actually sit there. I ain't paying $10,000 for that. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna pull out and look like a polar bear on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So since Karma is getting dressed, man, I may have to pull up with the linen.
Hey.
With the linen open though, so you can see my taco meat.
Hey. Do them like that
with the poppy ball chain. You know what I'm saying? the chain with everything open.
Oh God! I'll kill them like that.
Hey Trino, I'm gonna say I'm bougie, man. They gotta if I don't get credentials to the fight, and sometimes with big fights they be acting funny. I'm with Fred. I say a 5-piece.
Mm-hmm. It's at the T-Mobile. I don't like the T-Mobile, man.
I never been inside, so I don't know.
God, I mean, okay, hypothetically, we get the tickets at the top, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, those steps at the T-Mobile are steep as hell. You trip, it's over, bro. Like,
see, but that don't go right with a boxing event because like people gonna be done, like turned, especially my Mexican brothers. They be ripped.
Hey, they gonna change that attitude when they get to that third level. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, oh, let me chill. And then the funny thing is, I got some popcorn right when I went to Wilder Fury. I got the popcorn in my left hand and a bottle of water to my right. I had to beg the lady to let me keep the cap. She wouldn't let me keep the cap. I'm like, bro, I don't understand why they do that. Maybe they don't want people throwing stuff at the ring or whatever, but it's hard to balance and I can't see my feet and stuff, trying to walk down them steps. I was terrified, bro.
What
And
level was
then
you on? What
the
level was
third,
you on?
I was at
The
the, the
third?
the top level, but I was in the first row in the third. So perfect seats because and nobody in front of me. I ain't got to worry about it. But I don't like heights. That shit was scary to me.
Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. All the way up in the nosebleeds. It's like, yo, if you have one misstep, it's over.
The people talking about trying to fight. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Better wait
Yo,
till you go
man,
out there.
bro, people be getting into the fights in these fights. See, people take this shit like they take this shit real seriously. So I don't
Man,
know.
they were fighting at the first Wilder Fury fight at the Staples Center. Salute to the UK fans and the Mexican fans. Them boys was out there brawling. They had so much security. I thought the president was in the building.
I respect the fact that the UK fans was even trying to rumble Mexicans in Vegas. Like you gotta have a lot of heart because it's 100 of them motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They had the hard bottom shoes on. They was
Man,
dapper as hell, bro. They was clean, but they was ready to get down.
they kicked the shit out you with the one of them cowboy boots, the West Coast man. They kicked the shit out you. But shit, Fred, I gotta hop off. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you. I love the platform.
Yeah, no problem, man. Everybody subscribe to YSN Sports Media. Hit the like button. Go check out his content. Always dropping good stuff over there, man. I appreciate you, good brother.
My man.
All right. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's your host, F. Merritt. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Do what you need to do. Holler at your boy. I appreciate everybody in the comment section tuning in. This, that, and the third. We out.